Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. One of the things today I was going to talk a little bit about, because hopefully I'm going to have a full-length discussion live on this one with a few panelists and stuff. But it's been long my contention that the enemy of the masculine man is not women or devout feminists. Rather, it's the army of emasculated simps they use as pawns and RMOs. Now, RMO stands for remote male orbiters. Okay, guys are permanently in the friend zone trying to curry favor. So, just wanted to get that out of there. So, this video is going to just take a peek. But before we go take a peek, I'd like you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and hit that like button. Just hit the like button coming in. No matter how long you stay, hit the like button going out. I'd appreciate that. Well, anyway, so listen, I have a video from a guy, and I'm gonna give you a good illustration of this. I have a video from a guy from the No Vukazi podcast, and I don't really frequent it that much, but I saw this conversation that the brother had with a guest who's a male feminist, who's in the orbit of some woman, his mother, whoever it is. And he sounds so ridiculously crazy. I had to share this with people. I mean, I just really do, because it's hard. Hopefully, I'll get the Black Man Unfiltered Network to have a full-length conversation about that this week in the barbershop on Friday. Hopefully, we can make that happen. And so we can have a bunch of some men, maybe some women, have a conversation about what this guy has said. And but before I go any further, what I'd like you to do is listen to this dialogue between these two gentlemen and see where you might fall. If you have comments, put the comments in the comment section. I mean, this is just going to be a quick and short video. I'm gonna give you a nice little clip, and I'm gonna put the podcast from No Fugazi in the description so you can go watch the whole thing yourself. I just wanted to take a little piece of it so you can get a feel for how delusional his guess was. And it's just crazy. It just defies logic. I've never seen a man like this in my life before. Not the way he was saying. So here goes.
All right, man. So you said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God. Before, I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly what you said. You said, as you know, before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God, how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect. Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So in regards to me, I had to go from a embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager, young adult, and then I graduated into a man. So when we're talking about those two terms, you got to go to get to a man. And then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature. So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
Okay. So you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural.
Correct.
Do I have that correct? And you're
Correct,
saying
correct.
the reason why, you really didn't give a reason why the father would be unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain, give me some logic, however you could,
Right.
put it together.
The logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father.
So let me stop it right there. So I just wanted to give you the beginning of the delusion about the black woman being God, and there are no such thing as fathers. There's a social construct and blah blah blah. But then I'm gonna cut to the piece, and this is gonna be a little longer, where the delusion uh, directly defies biology at the very rudimentary level. That this guy is so ignorant that it becomes funny. But it'd be nice to chop this up with some people, because I'd like to see what other men out there that might actually think they want to agree with him. I think we'll have to search far and wide for this kind of agreement. But for simps, they're all over the place, so you never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to the next part that I want to talk about, and we're gonna take it from there.
No, not from nature. And I want you to explain how isn't the father not from nature? That's what I want you to do. I want you to explain how it's a social construct and it's not from nature. Because here's what I'll tell you. Nothing grows without unless a seed is planted. Nothing grows on this
Fair
planet
use, fair
unless
use.
a seed is planted. And every man holds the seed in them. Every man holds the seed of life form. Life form in us. In your sack, if you have enough testosterone, but I know in my sack, I got at least 80 million of them little niggas moving around in there. You know what I'm saying? Most men do with a good amount of testosterone. So therefore, we have seed, and the life form starts there. You won't have a plant if you don't plant a seed first. So you saying that a father is a social construct is a lie, is what I'm saying. Get to dispute the point that the father doesn't hold the seed. So we plant the seed in a woman, and then life grows from that. Women bring about life. The life form is actually in a man. So explain to me again how the father is a social construct when the father holds the seed and a woman holds nothing but eggs. She's waiting for a seed. You sound you don't make sense, man. Let me hear
Okay.
you.
You haven't given me a chance to make sense. You're wrong. And you're wrong in the way to sit there and say that the sperm is a seed. How could you have seeds running up and through your body? That makes no sense. A seed is not a fucking tadpole with a tail. That's not a seed. So in regards to it, you're wrong. Now, if you're talking about an apple seed, an
Explain
orange
how I'm
seed,
wrong, though.
listen, an avocado seed, or whatever the case may be, now we can get into the comparison on how the woman gives the man the whole body, the construct, the brain, the lungs, the face, the skin. She's creating a child within a womb. So she gives him the penis too. Did you forget that she gave him the
Incorrect.
sperm? So
Can
in
you
regards
explain
to it,
in a scientific way, from a biological way, how doesn't a man hold the seed in the life form? You're just speaking, but I need you to peel back the layers of things and give facts. This podcast is called No Fugazi. So if I'm speaking, I'm always going to speak with facts. So here's a fact for you. The woman doesn't determine the sex of the baby. She has an X chromosome. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome, right? So here's science, right? So when a man has sex with a woman, he dictates the sex of the baby. So you just said, where do you get a penis from? Where do you get this from? Where do you get that from? You get that from the man, since the man determines the sex of the baby. Do you get it? Women only hold the X chromosome, men hold the X and a Y. That scientifically facts that proves that what you just said is nonsense, and men do dictate the sex of the baby. So if he's dictating the sex of the baby, let's peel the layer back even further. That means that the man actually dictates how many men are going to be in this world, how many women are going to be in this world. The list goes on and on. Your father dictated that you would have a beard. Your father dictated that you would have a beard and be a man, from what I could see. You get what I'm saying? Your mother didn't determine that. So you should be thanking your father, because your father truly created you. Anything for that, man? Scientifically, can you dispute what I said?
You sound uneducated. like to the point where this is so level of surface to the point.
God dang,
How
man.
could you?
Okay,
How could you
educate
sit
me.
here? I'm just asking you, like, how could you
Educate
sit
me.
here and
I'm
tell
I'm
me that
fine.
my father gave me what all males are females before they turn into a male based off the decision of the mother. Every male can look at their actual scrotum sac and see a line from the bottom of their scrotum sac to the tip of their penis. All male. That means you were sold up. Your testicles are nothing but your ovaries. Your penis is nothing but an elongated clitoris. At the end of the day, you're nothing but an inside out female. I'm sorry that this man has never been told that, and he doesn't understand that he was made in the likeness and the image of his mother. I'm sorry that before any
I had to stop it right there. So I have to give the brother from No Fugazi the Control of the Year award. I mean, he had to take a drink of water just to hold it in about this shit that this simp, this unmitigated simp. Now, the simp, man, the white shirt is actually, he's a dangerous man. He's a zealot. And zealots are very dangerous. So it's not just because he's pining for women. I don't know how they brainwash them to think just idiotically, but the man can actually be dangerous. I mean, physically dangerous, right? Because this level of delusion is actually dangerous. Well, so it'd be nice to kind of chop this up. And later on in this thing, and you can go see it, he threatens my man too for not agreeing with him, right? And so so between two men, there's always some lower level element of threat of violence between men anyway. And here is a good thing that they probably weren't in the same room, even though my man from No Fugazi is not afraid of him. He was just saying this guy was talking so much crazy stuff that you sit down and say, listen, this guy is not safe. He's not. But anyway, this is a short form, so I'm not going to go any much longer. I'd like to chop this up on the Black Man Unfiltered Network, maybe one of these days, maybe Friday this week, maybe Monday next week. I don't know. So this is a lot to unpack here. And this conversation goes from bad to worse. Our pain, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out.